Hey folks, Michael from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison, another easy guitar song. This is an awesome song for beginners. As usual, I'll break this into sections for you to make it easier to learn. We'll look at the chords used and the best ways to transition between them. Then I'll show you the different parts to the song and the strumming patterns, and then we'll finish with the structure of the song. And as a bonus, I'll show you the intro solo at the end. Now the chords we'll be using are G, C, D, D7 and E minor. So if you already know how to play these chords and can easily transition between them, jump ahead to the parts of the songs. I'll leave the times in the descriptions. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Heaps of songs and lessons to come. If you're having any problems with this song or there's a song you'd like to learn, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. So let's make a start with the chords. Starting with our G chord, we'll have our third finger 3rd fret on the B string, our little finger 3rd fret on the E string, our second finger also on the 3rd fret, but this time on the top E string, and our first finger 2nd fret on the A string, and that's your G chord there. You can also play G just with your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the bottom E string, and the top stays the same. Both are correct there. Then we have the C chord. Take your first finger, 1st fret on the B string, and this is the best way to get this chord. Start with your first finger, skip a string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the D string, and then 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the A string, and there's your C chord. We want to avoid playing the top E string with that C there, and that's the best way to get it. Start with your first finger and walk it up there. Then we have our D chord, and the best way to get this one, start with your 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the bottom E string, then your 1st finger, 2nd fret on the G string, and your 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the B string. Try not to play the E and the A string there, and there's your D. Then we have D7s. This is a little bit different. Best way to do this one, 1st finger, 1st fret on the B string, then go for your 3rd finger, 2nd fret on the E string, and then your 2nd finger also on the 2nd fret, but this time on the G string. Don't play the E and the A string again, and that's your D7 there. Our last one's E minor, so a really easy one. 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the A string, and then your 3rd finger also on the 2nd fret, but this time on the D string, and we can strum all the strings there. So with your chords, try and stay on the tips of your fingers and get as close to the front of the fret as you can. So let's have a look at our transitions now. So our first transition is G to C. The best way to do this, when you're on your G chord, think about your 1st finger, and we're going to get that straight onto the 1st fret onto the B string. So G, 1st finger, 1st fret on the B string, and then walk your other 2 fingers up for the C. And that's the easiest way to transition there. Then we have C to G. So C to G. So from our C, the best way to get to G is go for your 3rd and 4th finger on the B and E string first, and then your 1st and 2nd finger up the top there. So C to G. Then we have G to D. Now if you're doing G with 2 fingers down the bottom like I am, getting to D is fairly easy. We lift our little finger off and leave your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, and then place your 2nd and your 1st finger down for your D chord there. So G to D, we don't have to lift our 3rd finger off the 3rd fret at all. Then we have D to G, so we do the same. D, leave your 3rd finger down, place your little finger on, and then put your 1st and 2nd fingers on for your G there. So that's D to G. The next transition is D to C. So we have our D, and again, whenever you're going for your C, go for your 1st finger on the 1st fret on the B string first, and then walk your other 2 fingers up. So D to C. Now we have C to D7, so this is another fairly easy one. We have our C. This time we can leave our first finger on the first fret and we put our second and third fingers on the E and the G string for our D7. So that time we do not have to lift up our first finger going C to D7. Then we have D7 to G. So D7, whenever we're going for our G, third and fourth finger first on the bottom two strings and then your first and second finger. So D7 to G. We have G to E minor, and again that's a fairly easy one. G, go for your second finger first and then your third finger for the E minor. So G, E minor. And our last transition is E minor to C. So while you're playing your E minor, have your first finger just over the top of the first fret on the B string. Don't put it on yet. That way it's ready to go. So E minor, put your first finger straight down and then your second and third finger there on the C. So E minor to C. So there are our transitions. Now if you're new to chords, learn the parts of the song and play it all with down strums. So we've got one bar and this is in 4/4 this song. So we'll be strumming 4 down strums there. Once you can do that, add in the strumming patterns. Now let's have a look at the different parts of the song. So part 1 we're calling the verse. We have G for a bar, C for a bar, G for a bar, and then D for a bar. Now the strumming pattern we'll be using is down, down, up, up, down, up. So let's slow this down. Down, down, up, down, up. And up to speed, down, down, up, down, up. So that equals 1 bar. So we have our G, and we do that with our strumming pattern for 1 bar. Down, down, up, down, up. Then we go to C, same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. Then our G, same strumming pattern again. Down, down, up, down, up. And then our D, and we don't want to play our E and A strings, same strumming pattern again. Down, down, up, down, up. And that's our verse or part 1. So let's play that up to speed now. G, C, G, and D. So really easy there. Now part 2 we're going to call the chorus. Now we have C, D7, G, E minor, all for a bar, then C, D7, G, and D for a bar. So starting on our C, same strumming pattern again. Down, down, up, down, up. D7, leave your first finger down when you do the transition, and a bar there, down, down, up, down, up. G, bar again, down, down, up, down, up. E minor, down, down, up, down, up. Back to C again, down, down, up, down, up. D7, down, down, up, down, up. G, down, down, up, down, up. And then D for a bar to finish. Down, down, up, down, up. So let's put that up to speed now. C, D7, G, E minor, C, D7, G, and D. And that's part 2, we're calling that the chorus. So part 3 we're going to call the second chorus. It's nearly exactly the same, except we're going to hold the last D for 3 bars. So starting on our C for a bar, down, down, up, down, up. D7 for a bar, down, down, up, down, up. G for a bar, down, down, up, down, up. E minor for a bar, down, 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 up. C for a bar, down, down, up. D7 the same. G the same. And now this last D, we'll play our strumming pattern 3 times because we're holding it for 3 bars. So D, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that's our second chorus or part 3. So let's play that up to speed now. G, E minor, C, D7, D for 3 bars. Then our next part's the bridge. So they're all pretty easy so far. This time we have G, C, G, D, all for a bar, then G, C, G, D for a bar, and then our last G we're going to do for 2 bars and then 1 strum to hold. So G for a bar, C for a bar, same strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up. G for a bar, down, down, up, down, up. D for a bar, down, down, up, down, up. Then back to G, another bar there. C, same strumming pattern, another bar, down, down, up, down, up. G again, down, up, down, up. D, down, down, up, down, up. And this last G, we're going to do the rhythm pattern 2 times and then do 1 strum at the end and hold that. So we have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. And then we hold that for 6 bars. So let's do that up to speed now. G, C, G, D, G again, C, G, D, and G for 2 bars. And then 1 strum and let that hold for 6 bars there. And that's all the parts to the song, so it's pretty easy. 1 strumming pattern and 4 different parts. So let's have a look at the structure now. So we're starting with part 1, which is the verse, and we do that through 4 times. Then we have the chorus, we do that once, back to the verse another 4 times. Then we play the second chorus, we do that once. Then to the bridge, we do that once. Back to the verse another 4 times. Second chorus again, just once, and then you just play the verse till the end and you can finish the song on G there. Now let's learn the solo at the start of the song. So we're going to start on our B and E string. Take your second finger, place that on the 8th fret on the B string, and then your first finger on the 7th fret on our bottom E string. Now there's a few different ways you can pick this. You can just pick both strings. You could just use your fingers if you like, or the way I'm doing it is I'm picking the B string with the pick and using my second finger there to play the E string there. Either way, it doesn't matter. So we play that once, then we move up. So you're going to take your second finger off, you're going to place your third finger on the 10th fret and move your first finger up 1 fret, and that's going to be on the 8th fret, still on the B and the E string. And we play that once, so we have. Then we're just going to take that shape and move it up again. So our third finger is now on the 12th fret on the B string, and your first finger is back on the 10th fret on the E string. We play that once. So we have. Then we just come back to the previous chord. So first finger, 8th fret, third finger on the 10th fret, play that once, and then back to our starting chord there. So let's do that slowly. So fairly easy, a little bit quicker. And up to speed. Now the next part, we're using the same fingering, we're just putting it up. So we're going to start on the 13th fret on our B string and the 12th fret with your first finger on the E string. We play that once. Then we move up, third finger, 15th fret on the B string, first finger, 13th fret on the E string, play that once. Come up again, this time 17th fret on the B string, 15th fret on the E string, play that once. Come back to the 15th and the 13th fret, and then back to our starting chord there for that little lick. So let's do that slowly. So you can see there we're using exactly the same shapes with our fingers as we did with the first little lick there. So let's do that up to speed. So let's join those 2 parts together now slowly. Up to 13 and 12. And then we just do that first lick again. So let's join that all together now. up, back to the first one, and let's try that a little bit quicker. Moving up, back to the first one, and up to speed. Now the last little part, we're going to use the B and the G string. So take your first finger on the 7th fret and we're going to cover both the G and the B string. Your little finger on the 10th fret on the B string. So we play that once. And then I just lift my little finger off. I play my 7th fret on the B string. My finger's already held down there. Then the 8th fret on the B string, and then the 10th fret on the B string. So we have, and that's our last little section there. So you hold your finger down, that way you don't have to jump it down a string to play the 7, 8, 10 there. So let's join that all together now. He does that twice. And then we go straight to our strumming pattern with the G. So let's do that up to speed now. So a fairly easy one, just one strumming pattern and 5 different beginner chords. So if you have any problems or there's a song you'd like to learn, leave a comment. Give us a like and subscribe for heaps of free songs and lessons. Now if you would like step-by-step guitar lessons for beginners to advanced players and learn all the secrets to playing all your favourite songs and solos in no time, also heaps of free lessons, click the link below and jump onto Essential Guitar Lessons. So I hope you enjoyed this and I'll see you soon.